7 years ago, I turned right at my garden gate, and that has changed my life. Now, it has been something much more profound than a simple choice of direction. I had an epiphany. I'd never turned right before at that junction. Whenever I came out of my house, I turned left. So why it was so important was it was the picture of how I was living my life. I was rigid, full of self-control, and certainly on autopilot. I did not leave anything to the unexpected. The result was that I had closed myself off from a world that I just would not want to enter. And in hindsight, it's actually no surprise that my personal growth had slowed down, and I was missing that kind of oomph both in my life as well as in my work. So what I did from that moment onward was I started experimenting. I tried to turn right wherever I could. And what I mean by that is metaphorically turning right. So I explored unknown territory, and that required lots of courage. It was scary to go to a place I did not know where it would lead to. So first, I turned right in a relatively safe environment, and that was my hobby, and I'm a very passionate long-distance runner. I used to run marathons, so city marathons on bitumen, and what I did to turn right was I stepped up to something which really scared me. So the first race I went beyond marathons was a 250-kilometer race, and then later on it went up to 350 kilometers. So why that is so important was that I was challenging the limits of what I believed was actually possible, or what I believed I was capable of. And then, after experimenting in the running world, I took it into the business world. And that's where it gets exciting and really relevant to any leaders and organizations, because turning right has way more potential than just making you a longer distance runner. So the biggest right turn I took in business was that I left a secure leadership role at a big Australian retailer. And that was in order to set up my own business. And now I want to help leaders and organizations thrive. And for that, I'm now an executive coach and a facilitator of transformation. So I dedicate my time helping others explore what turning right could mean to them. And we really go jointly on journeys to see that what happens when we have the courage to test our boundaries, which we set ourselves in our own minds. And certainly, nobody has to run crazy kilometers for that in order to explore where turning right takes us. So in summary, our biggest challenges invite us to explore new territory. Turning right leads to transformation, and it can really lift our leadership to the next level. So really in essence, what turning right is this first step on a journey to make profound shifts of who we are as leaders and how we rock up at work and in life in general.